Hello everyone, welcome to the session of Alpha Bridge Technologies Private Limited. This is Mukesh. In this session, we shall discuss about Q in Q and shall cover what is Q in Q, why it is used, and where it is used. Here I am using an Alpha Bridge switch off model AS200/10T to perform this test. Q in Q is also known as IEEE 802.1Q tunneling. It is a networking technology used in Ethernet networks to support the VLAN stacking. This involves the process of encapsulating the VLAN tag frame within other VLAN tag frame so that it allows the multiple VLANs to be transported over a single link between the two devices. Consider this setup. There are 5 switches: switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4, switch 5. In them, switch 2, 3, 4 are in the service provider network and switch 1 and switch 5 are at customer end. Let me explain. Q in Q is mainly to add an extra layer of VLAN tagging, which involves the process of encapsulation and decapsulation. To make it clear, see the animation over here. Let us think an example of having two offices. One is in Mumbai and one is in Delhi. Now we need to have communication from Delhi to Mumbai. It is not possible to have the communication because those are located at the different places. To make it possible, here the QNQ technique came into existence. By this QNQ technique, we can have the communication over different offices at different places. Consider the same example again. One office is in Delhi and one office is in Mumbai. Now, to make communication possible, we are connecting a service provider network that involves switch 2, switch 3, switch 4. Those three switches will be in the service provider network with a VLAN 254. This switch 1 and switch 5, which are the offices at customer ends, will have the VLAN 111.222 and 111.222 at the both ends. From switch 1, that is Delhi office, we are going to send a Ethernet frame to the switch 5, that is Mumbai office. So as we are using the VLAN 111 and 222 at the customer ends, the Ethernet frame will have the tag VLAN 111 and 222. When it reaches to the switch 2, it will add the VLAN tag of tag 254. This process is known as encapsulation process. From switch 2, it reaches to the switch 3. Switch 3 also forwards it to the switch 4 by the same tag 111, 222 and 254. At switch 4 end, the decapsulation process will be going on. That means it removes the tag 254 and sends the Ethernet frame to the switch 5. Now, this is the structure of original Ethernet frame, which contains preamble, destination MAC, source MAC, type or length, data and CRC. When Ethernet frame is moving from the customer, it will add a tag of that customer VLAN. When that frame reaches to the service provider network, it also adds the tag of that service provider. VLAN also. Why Q in Q is used? To make the communication possible, as we discussed earlier, between the companies located in the different places, this technique came into existence. As example of two offices located at the different places. These will have the communication through the service providers. Where Q in Q is used. This technique is mainly used by the service provider networks, metro Ethernet networks, data centers. Let's check this Q&Q. Make the connection as shown in this setup and configure the all the switches. Also connect the PCs to the customer ends that are switch 1 and switch 5 and configure the IP address also. Now open the PuTTY via console in the switch 1 and follow the configuration. Enter the credentials admin and then go into the configuration mode. For better understanding and to make it clear, name the switch as switch 1. For that, command host name switch 1. This document I will be attaching in the description so that it will be easy while you are configuration. Follow the script according to this. Now switch 1 configuration is done. So save the switch 1 configuration by the command write all, and then let's configure for switch 2. Open the switch 2 via console. This is the switch 2 configuration. Follow the configuration according to this document. Now switch 2 configuration is also done. So save the configuration by the command write all. Now let's configure for switch 3. Follow the configuration as per the document and open the switch 3 via console. Change the name of the switch 3 by the command hostname switch 3. Now switch 3 configuration is also done. So save the switch 3 configuration by the command write all, and then open the switch 4 via console. Follow the configuration for the switch 4. For this switch also change the host name, that is switch 4. Now switch 4 configuration is also done. Save the configuration. Now open the switch 5 and follow the switch 5 configuration over here. This is the switch 5. So rename it as switch 5 by the command hostname switch 5. Now switch 5 configuration is also done. So save the configuration by the write all command. This is the switch 5 configuration. Let's check the Q&Q result. Check whether the connections are as per the circuit here. Then open the switch 1 via console. For the checking result of Q&Q, the command is show MAC address table. See here, the PCs which are connected from switch 1 to switch 5 are showing here. That means those who are connected at Delhi office, those who are connected at Mumbai office, both were being shown. Here the ports 1 and 2 represents that those who are connected for the switch 1 are directly being shown here, and the remaining pieces which are connected at switch 5, they are being shown at port G0 by 8. Now open switch 2 and check the Q&Q result. For that, command show MAC address table. Here, as it is service provider network, it will show all the PCs, but it will tag the VLAN as tag 254. Now open the switch 3 and also check the result in switch 3. Here also the result is same. It is forwarding the Ethernet frame. Now check for the switch 4. This is the switch 4. Now enter show MAC address table. See the Ethernet frame, here also it is being tagged as tag 254 according to the ports of the switch 4. Now check the result for the switch 5. Open the switch 5 and enter the command show MAC address table. This is the switch 5. Now enter show MAC address table. See here, the ports 1 and 2 which are connected directly to the switch are being shown directly, but the remaining ports which are showing as 8, those are connected at the different end. Now let's ping the laptop 3 from the laptop 1. The IP address of the laptop 3 is, as mentioned here, 192.168.100.2. See, it is pinging. This is all about the Q&Q. Thank you. For any queries, comment below.